What is up, everyone? This will be my Kindred jungle video, and I'm gonna go over everything on you need to know on how to play Kindred jungle. So Kindred jungle really good with the new Kraken Slayer right now. That's gonna be the build path into Collector, i.e. sort of crit Kindred build that's really strong right now. The reason I picked Kindred this game, Amumu jungle is someone I think I can punish early game. Kindred extremely strong, so we're always gonna mark that jungler at the very beginning of the game. And when you're playing against champions like Amumu jungle, you want to sort of understand how he, wants to play, right? So here I kind of want to just push him out if I can, just so I can get a ward on his blue, right? So here he's probably going to start red now. And I just want to get vision because I do want to play for a possible level 2 cheese. If he starts blue buff, that's always an option. If he doesn't start blue buff, it's still an option for us to kind of invade and play that kind of play style. Kindred's really good at level 2 invades against weaker level 1 junglers like Amumu, right? Amumu will scale though. I think Amumu is very strong in this patch. But that's something we want to try to, punish. So here we start W level 1. It's just really good for, you clearing your jungle. That's just kind of what you want to play for. Here, it looks like Amumu started red. So I have a few options here. I can just, go and cross and invade here. Or I can just kind of play normally and just go off the flow like that. But I think I will just show you guys, like a sort of invade kind of play style. Since we already have vision, we see the blue is up, it's quite safe for us to just kind of start it. Amumu most likely on red. He could come here level 2, but that's perfectly fine for us. We have level 2. Our champion inherently is much stronger level 2. So that's something we just want to take advantage of. And here it looks like Darius is kind of all-inning with no sums now on the Camille. It's maybe something we can capitalize on. Ghost and flash. So we have here all I have to do is wait for the Camille to go. Yes, and now this should be a kill. Generally, I don't do level 2 ganks, but obviously if the top laner is all in like that, we just have to go for him. I could have possibly marked him, but if I marked that early, it kind of gives it away. So here, I'm not going to go for the Gromp. It's too late for that. What I think might happen is Amumu might be in this side of my jungle, so I kind of want to check. There is a chance, right? So we want to enter this area with caution and just know that there could be a chance we might run into Amumu. So you should always be aware. And once you check camp timers, you're going to know for sure if he's here. So always check the blue and the Gromp and then go from there. So here I got the blue for free. Amumu did 3 camps because he's level 3 with red. So we know his bot side's completely cleared out. And if you want to play a Vade playstyle like this, you have to really pay attention to camps and understand how that all kind of plays together. So here I'm going to play for the crab. Even though the top one is marked, I want to make sure I can play towards this one as well. I'm going to get the crab first and then we're going to play for the kill. Slow him. We'll flash over here. And that's a free mark. That's just a mark we want to get. And we can play for the second mark too. This is a bit more risky, because now Amumu can run all the way here, but I'm feeling a bit risky. I'm feeling a bit ambitious, so we're going to play for that. If you want to play for the mark here, you just have to ward and make sure you're pushing it towards a possible lane that has priority. Like top lane should have priority right now. And when you're trying to burst the mark, you always want to E it too as well. And you can see I pushed it away from where Amumu could come. And just important, that's a very important play style. That's an important part of, understanding where the other champion wants to be, and you just have to be very proactive about that. Here we have 1400. It's time to base Kraken Slayer. Extremely good here. All these components. This is not the greatest, but it does give us the most out of our money for now. Personally, I don't think we need attack speed all that much, so maybe I'll just do something like this. Yeah, this is the new component, but I honestly think it's garbage. I guess attack speed's okay, but honestly, I'm not big on that. So here, who do we want to mark second? Well, Talia is quite low, but I think Camille might actually kill Talia here. Oops. But now the Raptor's mark. So with the Raptor's mark, that's our 3rd mark. It's something we can definitely prioritize. It's something we might be able to do. If he doesn't have smite, it's definitely killable. And it looks like he actually invaded me. So here, let's see if we can get a smite off on it. I'm going to QW fast. Nice. Remember, his flash is down, so we Q, E, auto attack, and keep spacing with our auto. Very simple play, very easy execution, right? Just Q, use your abilities. You can always E during the Q animation, which is a really big thing. Here, we're going to play for his Crux too, because we might as well, but just have to be a little careful here. Here, I'm going to mark one of the players in bot lane, because it's looking like it's a bot lane party. I'm going to wait for him to kind of... I'm going to E first and wait for someone else to tank. Here, I'm actually not tanking. I never auto the Mumu, so I'm not actually tanking. I'm going to wait till we're under tower, away from tower to tank. Dodge everything if we can. Use a recon body to block. Auto once and then run away with my Q. You know, Q's mobility, Q's your damage to go in, Q's your damage to go out. Play around that ability. Very important. Q is everything about Kindred. Knowing when to Q, how to Q. Knowing the fact that you can Q during your abilities. You can combo it with your Q, right? So I can Q W, I can Q E. For here is a Q E combo. You got to really kind of use it very well. Very well. So here I would love a Kraken Slayer. Would you love a Kraken Slayer? Because I would love a Kraken Slayer base here. So if I'm like one camp away or two, I just might as well farm and then wait for that. Sorry, my hair is in my way. Wait for that and then play off that. And here I'm going to base. I'll have Kraken Slayer, which is really good. And the new Kraken Slayer is really nice on Kindred. Even though it doesn't have crit, the movement speed is really good as a jungler. Much better than, for example, a laner. Laners don't really utilize the movement speed the same as a jungler. So here now our marks. Okay, who do we want to mark? Sometimes you can just mark early. Sometimes I don't. I kind of hold it because I'm like thinking, okay, who am I realistically gonna kill? Because every time you mark someone, they generally think about, you know, you're going to be trying to kill them. So here I'm gonna play for Void Grubs. I think a Mumu might be here. So we're gonna W to check, and he's actually on it. Ooh, the Darius flash is kind of good. I was hoping for 6 there, but it wasn't actually enough for me. Here we're gonna buy tier 1 boots. If I got that smite off, that would have been godly. That would have been godly. So here in this reaction, how do you want to play? I'm going to mark a Mumu against, because Mumu is my little toy. My boy. My toy. I'm going to be roughing him up a lot this game. You're going to expect some good things from me. Mumu's going to be... I am the father to this Mumu is how I'm breaking it down for you. So here I really want this mark. I think Mumu's going to run straight bot. I want to know if Talia's roaming. So she is roaming, so we're going to go on her here. What? Did I miss that mark? Oh my god, did I really miss that auto? That should have been a lot better, but we ended up getting killed, but that should have been better. My bad, my bad. The fight itself was good there, but execution. Execution is always a problem. If I kill Mumu there, we get 6. It's really awkward when you're so close to 6. 6 is a really important thing for Kindred. You have to really play around that ability. I would have killed a Mumu afterwards, especially because he was level 5. Here, I mean, jungling, we spend a lot of time fighting around. It's not the worst on Kindred because, well, you kind of scale pretty hard. I had 2 smite charges. I was saving them because I wanted to invade, but I think we just killed this Darius here. Here, I'm going to just help her kill a bit. Now I have to respect that Mumu could be here, but a Mumu's bot. So if Mumu's bot, it gives me pretty much free reign. This will turn eventually into a mark. So if I wait a bit, this Gromp will most likely end up turning into a mark or the blue. So instead of so I might just kind of chill around that Gromp and see. And it end up, sometimes it goes for the Crux too. That's unfortunate. But if you remember from early game, Darius, he ended up using, you know, his flash to go on me, stuff like that. I'm kind of curious if I could kill him here. No, it's too late. I actually think I could have killed. I could play for his wolf camp, but honestly, I think I want to pressure the dive here. Nice. Huge. Good snipe there, my man. Good snipe there, Wei. You're doing a good job, Wei. And here I can get another mark here, so I'm obviously ecstatic. Checking for Blitz movements. Blitz not here. Make sure we check the Ashe movements. Ashe is kind of low. W, smite, flash. Respect that Blitz could come here. Make sure my movements are nice and clean and easy. I could fight here, but at the same time, there's no reason to. Why is it bad to fight here? I just got so much value for my life. Like, it's not worth it. Here, I'll probably mark Talia, because Talia looks like she's kind of... She's struggling. If you always want to mark people who are easy to kill. And someone who's kind of tilted is always a free person to mark. That's always something I always try to capitalize on. And a really important thing is always getting the 4 marks. The 4 marks is the most important. This game, we actually got it so quickly. It's a bit insane. I'm going to base here because I have a lot of money. Usually, I do the blue and Gromp together. That's the most value of camps that are close together. And then after that, I base and play for the objective on the other side. This game, I haven't been doing the best job of, you know, playing around objectives. This game, we actually need MR, so we're going for Merc Trez. And I have a BF sword, so that's really good. Like I said, we weren't doing the best job around objectives, but because we're still playing a really aggressive playstyle, a lot of killing, a lot of marks, it's a-okay. But it would be nice for us to get the grubs if we can. I don't want to give them 6 grubs. In the end, it doesn't naturally matter all that much because we're going to be in complete control, but it's good to get some. For example, here, I probably want to get some. I'll probably get one and jump out. I think Blitz is going to try to hook me. But it seems okay. Oh, I'm so dead. I should just play for the grubbies. Should have played for the grubbies. And generally the build is collector second with IE. Wits End, you always fit it in whenever you can. Wits End third is like really good as well. This game I'm probably going to go collector into Wits End and then IE. Generally afterwards, if you want to go more bruiser, you can always go Triforce into like Wits End, Terminus, stuff like that. Lord Doms, I personally think is really broken on Kindred, so I personally like it a lot. And from here, one sec. We want to just gonna play really aggressive around our spells, around our R, especially if they use their CC abilities. It's actually quite hard when you're against a comp like sort of you know, Blitz and Mumu, really CC heavy. Oh, he actually got that smite off. Damn, I played so heavy around the marks. Okay, I'm griefing a bit. This is going into a grief direction. We want to interrupt this. Sure, marks are important, but you don't want to lose your life over marks. You know, marks they come and go, you know, like the wind. So you don't want to end up dying way too much for marks like I've been doing. The marks are pretty juicy, and I do like marks, but we're gonna have to stop inting a bit and focus up. And if we're gonna focus up, we have to play around objectives because the enemy team getting objectives is not good, and also farming is quite important now. So who are people easy to hit? People who are annoying for me are Blitz, Ashe, and a Mumu. You could say Talia too, but she's kind of inting, so I don't care. So I think the easy people for me to kill is Darius. So Camille offers a lot in split push, so my mindset is, yeah, I'll probably play towards that. Because Dragon's coming up really soon, we're actually just going to just clear Raptors and go straight to Dragon. We want to make sure we get a good fight, and we have to play around our teammates. This could be a good fight afterwards, but I might have to remark whoever I'm on. For example, I'm going to switch my mark to a Mumu if it times up. Here we do want a Mumu, but he's too close to tower. That's not happening. You always jump the walls, right? Jumping walls is a really important part of the kid. I'm going to pull it out so Mumu can't really get in the pit. And you can always easily execute these sort of objectives with your E ability. So here I can always use my E. And it executes when it gets below a certain threshold. Here I could play around my teammate, but... Personally, I think we fight around Camille, right? I just said Camille's really strong. It could be good for us to fight. I think fighting could be good here. I think Talia might actually walk kind of greedy path. And a greedy path would be if Talia walks up this way. So I'll wait a few seconds to see if she's here. Okay, Talia's not walking here, so I start the blue. Personally, I think Darius is going to show in a second. So I just want to kind of watch the mini-map and see which champions are kind of showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here we need vision, right? So we want to keep our wards in a nice spot. That's not looking too good. Oh, this is not bad, actually. Damn! Damn. I'm gonna get Mar. I'm probably go with Zen in this situation. The cleanse, the Amumu. Yeah, I tried kiting as much as possible. I'm gonna switch my mark to Amumu. We have 7 marks right now. We're obviously feasting in the mark category. Way is an important part of our team fighting. Offers a lot of AoE. Darius is a bit of a problem. Way is really strong. So we keep playing around objectives, keep looking to farm if we can, and continue stacking marks, because I will eventually just completely outscale them, like no problem. Getting Wit's End will pretty much help me a lot against this magic burst. Generally, you don't really go armor. I'll probably end up going like IE Lord Doms, and that's like my build. You want lifesteal, you can go BT and stuff like that. But, I mean, you just want to get as much damage off as possible. Runelands, I mean, you could go one of the rapid fire items, but I don't think you need it. Here, I want the crab. I want to track a Mumu. Mumu's really tanking. Mumu's really good right now, too, so you always have to kind of watch out for champs like this. Here, I think he's actually kind of trolling, because he's going to go for the mark here on Krugs with no one actually here to help him, so we can actually kill him. Or maybe he's not here. So maybe I just get another mark. I guess another mark for the road. So here we just play around bot tower and just make sure we get the bot tower. I could hover away here, just see who's coming. Here we just keep our distance, keep autoing. Boom, another mark. Mark City. You love marks. You gotta love it. I'm at 9 marks. I live... Keep kiting as much as possible. Auto. To dodge the arrow here. I don't know about that one, Camille, but I could try to flank here. Super flank, super flank. We're super strong, super flank, super strength. Kaiser's going in. Back her up with our W. Play around our W and just auto, because autoing will heal. And always switch up the mark whenever you can. So far, who do we mark? We marked a Mumu. Let's put on Darius, because Darius is a little peanut brain top laner who's probably going to run it down. And here, it's really important when you're playing the crit Kindred playstyle is really understand what you're playing against. If you need armor pen, you need to get armor pen. You need to go Lord Doms. You need MR, you need MR, get Wit's End. And if they're extremely squishy, Collector's really good. Sometimes you can just go straight into IE. Rapid fire against longer range comps is really good. For example, this game, they're pretty short range, so I don't need rapid fire. But if their range was superior to us, then I would consider it. Pink wards can be really good. Here, I think I could outplay them here. I just one-shot here. Now I'm looking for a Mumu. We can go on a Mumu here. It's really good. I think he R'd. I think a Mumu's on Wolves, so I'm trying to play around out here. I'm trying to dodge his Q. I'm at to R here. Who dropped the Herald? I could have played that better. My goal is to jump over the wall, right? In situations like that, when you have a melee champion on top of you, you need to just jump the wall. Space as much as possible. Kind of play around your outer edge of your circle. You could also play to kill as well, depending on the situation. We have 10 marks now. 10 marks. The marks, they do a lot of things. They empower your Q for attack speed, your W for current health damage, and your E for missing health damage. Because E1's important because with this build, you're pretty much making the threshold for when it crits much higher, so you're able to crit kind of execute people way better. Your E is an execute, right? So the threshold means it's 38% is when it crits. So you want that bonus damage. It helps a lot. Especially when you go the IE build, which we could probably afford to go into here. Here's like these two items will be the build. Terminus is okay if you're going like more on hit, but generally Lord Dom's like the go-to build right now. CR just finishes fast. I'm not really worried about anything. Sure, I could smite, but I don't really want to smite. I think I'm okay without smiting. Very dangerous game there. Probably not gonna use my W right now. Wade looks like he's dead. Yeah, they have a lot of CC. You could go QSS if you really needed to, but I don't think I need QSS because I have Mertress and Wits End. This is how you deal with kind of crowd control comps. It's really good. I think Rakan should probably have tried to help me while I'm getting engaged on like that. So I could actually just kill them. I did enough. I did enough. I think Camille can clean up here. One more E, Camille. One more E. Yeah, Camille's a balanced champion. You go, girl. Girls get it done. Oh, poor Mumu. You poor little rascal. Yeah, Rakan, you could have maybe helped me when the blitz was just on me. When he's just watching like a spectator. But here I'm going to keep marking a Mumu because Mumu's a little dummy. And his build's pretty weak. I'm going to start going to IE. You could go straight into Lord Doms too at this point, depending on how you feel. But obviously for this video, I want to showcase the greatness that is IE. BT is a really good lifesteal. You could technically go Blade too if you're going more for the on-hit. Lord Doms is essential though. You really need this item. You need Lord Dominix. My team's fighting. I think I just have to join. We'll probably try to turn it with Kai'Sa. But if Darius has full stacks, it's always an issue. Looks like they're kind of trolling. I'm gonna Q forward, W. Play for Baron now. Once we kill, they use all their summoners. We always play for Baron. I'm gonna drop a ward there. Might as well just kill the crab fast. Boom. Here you always kind of want to play around your jumps. It's kind of awkward, but usually you can use like a wall to kind of insta jump here. So if I hug the wall, I can insta jump like that. Burn is another mark. You love it. I don't really have much to base, so what I'm going to do is actually split push. I'll become the split pusher. A Kindred, it's really about understanding when you can go in, playing around sort of your jump abilities, your spells, your movement abilities. This is greedy, but I want to kill this splits. It may not be worth it. I may die here. I kind of want to tag him. I should have waited a bit to get that passive. Or to like, get rid of his shield. But anyways, group up with your team. You're not sort of a solo split push champion. You're much more about grouping up. Because I need people in front. I can't just go on him. Not with R though. Remember, I have R, so I can play around this. Oh, beautiful, right? R is all that. That's all you need, baby. Cold train, baby. Let's get it. This build is the unseeable Kindred. And yeah, I would probably go IE Lord Doms, or a general build is usually like that for Kindred. Auto. Now I don't have R up. Autoing will always heal you through your W mark. So always kind of play careful. Here, if you're too low to go in, you can always W and kind of play around your W range. And every time you get a free jump off, you can always go for the free jump. That should be GG. Hope you guys like this Kindred jungle video. She's extremely good right now. This build or Triforce into, you know, more Bruiser. Also very strong. It's up to you. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck on the games.